So yeah. So this is Botany Manor, a puzzle game about plants. That's all there is to it, honestly. We'll see as well if this one I can finish in like one go. Good to hear that so many structural damage. Somerset. 1890. Oh! 1890, yeah. Lol. I like that that's your thinking about it. Oh, this looks really nice. This looks like Escape Simulator. Like the graphic, the aesthetic and the graphics. Lady Arabella, is that me? We're so happy to have you back at Botany Manor. I hope you had a lovely trip. In your absence, I'm afraid some things in the manor have deteriorated. Though I can assure you we tried our best to keep things in order. I hope it doesn't affect your research too much today. Bennett. Collect parcel. Arabella Green. Botany Manor, Somerset. So I'm Arabella. Forgotten Flora. A herbarium by Arabella Green. Oh, I wrote this. Look at me. Mayflower Publishing House. Dear Arabella Green, thank you once again for submitting your book proposal, Forgotten Flora. Please send this empty herbarium back to us once you have completed your research, and we'll be in touch with a potential offer. Oh. 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 I just like rifle through it. Interesting that we start in the greenhouse, not like by the entrance of a house. This looks really nice. Like the graphics look so good. A fresh start. One new plant added. Windmill wort. Anemone februa. I want to grow the windmill wort to filter the smoggy air in my conservatory, but I'll need to research its temperature requirements first. I haven't filled all the right clues for this plant. Oh, looks fun. So it's like a deduction game, but instead of deducing like murderers, we're deducing what makes a plant work. Scoop soil. Inspect pot with soil. Potting instructions. Place pot on saucer, add soil. Plant a seed, water the seed. Do I have inventory? Oh. Okay. I want to grow, but I need to research the temperature requirements. So can I put it in like different environments, like it's cold or hot? Heat vent. We just leave it there. Postcard from Marianne. Dearest Arabella, on my bike I came across the windmill wort, a flower that only grows in Sicily. Some locals told me that the flower has air purifying qualities, but due to its bespoke temperature requirements, the plant rarely blooms. Maybe the flower could help with the smoke pollution in your conservatory? Your friend and peer Marianne. Well, if it's in Sicily, that means it's like a seaside. So it's probably like humid. Important clues get added to the herbarium, where you can assign them to plants. If you're stuck, tracking clues can help you organize and validate your research. I see. So the clues aren't really necessary. It's just there for you. Somerset falls victim to industrial smoke. I can barely see. Horse bus drivers refuse to work in these conditions. This is very... I can see what you mean by smoggy now. I can barely see a thing. Ideal soil temperatures for Mediterranean wildflowers. Oh, there's Sicily. Oh, but we don't know what kind of flower it is. Oh, it's a volcanic flower. So volcanic flowers, 60 degrees Celsius. That's hot! So can we put these? Oh, I love it. Oh, I was gonna like, is it gonna tell me how to do it? And I'm like, thank God it didn't. So that means it's 60 degrees. That's so hot though, oh my God. 60 degrees. You're beautiful. Oh, it actually spins like a windmill. That's cute. Okay, so once we've grown the plant, we've solved something. That's good. The windmill wort naturally grows in the volcanic soil, which is why it requires a soil temperature of 60 degrees Celsius. The bud contains air purifying qualities so that the flower can filter its environment from dense smog. The art style is so nice as well. Can we take it with us? Wow! It's so colorful now. You want the one stained glass? Oh, like this? Oh, this, yeah, this looks really nice. Like, look, oh my gosh, everything looks so pretty now. Now that the smog is gone. Wow, this looks really nice. The graphics really look like Escape Simulator. Can we take it with us? I don't know where to put it though. Can we put it somewhere? You know what? I'll just leave it here for now. But if I find a place to place all my plants, I'm gonna place it there. Ah, oh, it's so pretty. This game looks so nice. Drawing from nature. That's it? You can't even open it? You wonder if it's the same assets? Probably not. It looks like a different art style. It just looks very similar. Because it feels like the art style is more flat. Like everything looks like it's cel shaded to be flat. Even though they're 3D. What the hell, Arabella? You live in such a huge place. Is that my mana? Whoa, everything's so pretty. Botany Manor, home of the Green family. I'm currently busy researching. Please leave all deliveries in the gatehouse and ring the bell. Entrance garden, it says. So if we get deliveries, it'll just be left there. Can we look at how big our places? You know what? It might be. It's this. I feel like it's the same engine as Escape Simulator. Wow, the music is so grand. Look at that. They just have a huge ass church right beside of their house. Can we sit down? Oh, pretty. This looks really nice. You know what? It's like Escape Simulator and The Witness. Kinda also has the same vibes as The Witness. You know what? I really should replay The Witness. Walking stick. My dear friend, good luck on your trip. I would have loved to join you like in our younger days, but your tales about the trip will suffice when we next meet. I will never forget the Maria Jackson passage you once highlighted to me. In examining plates, you take the authority of others, whereas in botany, as in all other things, we can make little progress if we do not see for ourselves. Well, now you must travel and see some interesting specimens for yourself. I am inspired and look forward to hearing all about it. Your friend always, Eleanor. You're thinking about it with, especially the clouds and the like sky box, and the way how everything's very very colorful as well. Orchard. Ooh, okay, so okay, so we're probably gonna look for keys to unlock more places, but it is kind of funny because we do live here, so why don't I have the keys to everything? Like right at this moment. Why did you do that to yourself, Arabella? Oh my god, this is so pretty. You just have like a little stream. My god. So nice. Ah, to be rich. Oh, it just goes around. Oh my gosh. Wait a second. Locked from the other side. I'm gonna look in every nook and cranny. Just to make sure. Like I don't miss anything. Okay, so this goes around. Not the Dark Souls. I think it's so that to tell you that you don't necessarily need a key. So, but maybe this is the Dark Souls of plant-based puzzles. You never know. Oh, there's like just the seeds inventory follows everything. That's kind of cool to know. Quack quack. It's just a duck. Can I place it here? I should have gotten the thing. My dearest Arabella, I hope this letter finds you well as you set off for London on your important trip. The thought of you in the bustling city working on your ambitions both excites and worries me. Time has indeed passed yet, and yet your determination for your field remains inspiring to me. I had never imagined all those years ago that we would be writing to each other in our 5th decade about such endeavors. I look forward to hearing about your progress, and of course let me know how I can be of assistance upon your return. Your lovely sister, Elizabeth. In our 50s. So we're in our 50s. We're not a youngin'. We're a 50-year-old lady. I want to take the windmill thing. I want to bring it there. And I feel like you do place it there, based on what it looks like. This kind of reminded me of strange horticulture for a bit, but like, also not. Just maybe because it's just plants. I mean, that's the only commonality in puzzles. God damn. You just have a giant tree in the middle of your house. Survivors of adversity. I could probably check how many plants I get. First start. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh! Vestibule! Sorry. Apothecary! You have an orangery. Oh my god. Gatehouse, conservatory, driveway, entrance garden, long hedgerow, orchard, back terrace, rose garden, viewpoint, kitchen garden, orangery. So there's 5 chapters then. Okay. Oh, this may not be a super long game then. How come some of them don't have... I see. Family tree. John Green. Mary Deal. James Pendleton. Where? Arabella Mary Green. There we go. We're sisters with Elizabeth Ann Green. And we have a niece. Florence Mary Hopgood. Hopgood! I wonder if this is gonna be important later. But both our parents are dead. But we do have an uncle. And an aunt that are still alive. Ursula Pengilly. I wonder if that's gonna be important. Lady Arabella Green, I'm pleased to let you know that your family tree is complete, carefully tracing the history of your lineage. As per your request, I have altered the customary presentation, now displaying the maiden names of the ladies in your family, rather than their current names acquired through marriage. Should you require any further adjustments or have additional inquiries, I remain at your service. Yours, Robert Hitchley, genealogist. So, we're kind of a dowager, because since we never married. What the? This man is cool. This tree is wild. Why does it look like that, though? Is that supposed to be here? Like, the way it's growing, I'm not sure. Taunton to London, Paddington, issued for return journey, first class. Elderly discount. Elderly discount? Maybe, yeah. Where is my birthday? What is the year I was born? 1835. So we're like 55. Right? Yes. Elderly discount. What? They're not that old. Oh, is this the apothecary? There's so much to look at. I'm like... Fulguria. Ulex fulgurius. Oh, what is the name of the... What's the scientific name of the other one? Anemone februa. I came across the Fulguria when I was caught in a terrible thunderstorm. I'm interested to learn more about its growth requirements. Well-lit photograph. Dark photograph. Blurry photograph. Someone doesn't know how to take pictures. Dartmoor. All the year round. Home to breathtaking sights. Hound Tor, Wistman's Wood, Becky Falls. The Dartmoor line. Kitchen. Of course the kitchen is locked. Oh, so it's implied that we just got back from a trip. That's why everything's locked. But also, wouldn't you necessarily just keep all the keys to your own house? Okay. Pyrophiles. Dangerous word to say. Fire has the potential to be among the most devastating forces of nature. Despite this, humans have developed the ability to invent, wield, and attempt to manage it. Meanwhile, certain species of the plant kingdom have evolved to adapt and flourish in the face of fire. In areas where forest fires occur frequently, pyrophiles have learned to rely on fire as a crucial part of their life cycle. Facts about pyrophiles. I don't want to keep saying that word now. Their seeds typically possess tough shells. Some pyrophiles only bloom when surrounded by smoke aromas from their natural habitat. I know that's true, because I've heard that there are some trees that survive even through forest fires. Continue. Cameras barely existed then. Yeah, I honestly thought it should have been a daguerreotype. If we want to be accurate. Okay, so those are locked. Probably go here. Probably if I go upstairs, it's probably locked. There's just so many plants. I can just imagine how dusty it must be with all this soil around. Library hall is... Oh. Oh, so this tree is blocking the way. Who planted that tree there? Okay, so we're probably going here. Five is... I'm right. It is the apothecary. It goes to the dining room and the drawing room. This is 8 is a screen's passage. Oh. Painting room. Orangerie. Flower room. Grand staircase. There's a smokery. The art of painting. Oil and fresco. Oh! I don't know why I made that sound. Wow. Wow. Botanical folktales. Some ancient Celtic tribes practiced the coming-of-age ritual. This meant that when someone was considered old enough, it was time to prove themselves worthy of staying in the tribe. One of these rituals involved picking a flower in the woods, though not just any flower, of course. The gatherer had to find a fulguria, for this flower is known to only bloom during thunderstorms. Keeping a cool head while lightning flashes were striking left and right of you was considered the ultimate test of courage. Because, you know, you might die. Who left the candles lit if I just got home? And the fireplaces. Do I need to know? Arabella and Elizabeth. Aww. Sisters are doing it for themselves. This is a nice drawing room. I mean, let's be honest, if this is a very far drawing room. This is a far place to draw on. What did I get? Back terrace. Back terrace? Where is that? Back terrace. Pause. I like the whatever filter they put on, or the texture on the windows. It kind of makes it look like it's painted on, even though it's just a filter through the window. It's like everything expressionist. Flash powder. Oh. Not the show me your back terrace. Well, if you have a shelf back there, it's not a shelf anymore if it's huge enough to be a back terrace. Lady Arabella, these past weeks I have been seeing lots of bright flashes coming from the back room of your house. It scares my cows immensely, as they think a storm must be coming. My milk production has taken a hit because of this, and if you enjoy fresh milk in your morning cup of tea, I would advise you to keep the flashes to a minimum. Farmer Charles. So they're saying we're supposed to use the camera to simulate a thunderstorm. That's kind of crazy. If you think about it, this is almost too much technology for 1890. Let's be honest here. Okay, but we need flash powder. Ah, we can probably make some. Okay, let's make the plant first to place over there. I shouldn't be running at my age. I am 55 after all. Ew, so we don't know what it's made of. Maybe that vial of the empty one shows us. Ah, there. Potassium and magnesium in a 2:1 ratio. So 2 potassium and 1 magnesium. This game's easy. Watch us explode. Ching. Wow! I didn't even have clues. I should have. Oh my god, it looks so pretty. The art is so pretty. The clues kind of don't matter then, if you think about it. Because, like... Is this all that I have? So, like, the clues kind of don't matter because I still solved it without using any of the clues. Or, like, I didn't have to input the clues. That's what I meant. But do I have to? I think I have to put the clues, though. Because she is writing a book about it. Okay, so I should look for more clues about it. The Fugaria. Ooh, this is very pretty. Oh, this looks so nice. Look at that. Look at all those chickens. This is the orangium. This is full of oranges. You just have the plants everywhere. Oh, that painting room looks nice. We should go in there. This game's fun. It's quite simple so far, but it's very fun. Flowering plants of Great Britain. Anne Pratt. I don't know about leaving books around outside. If it rains, it would get wet. My god, this is so big. That poor trellis is like having a hard time with that ivy. Ash plume. This might be a tough case to crack. Crack? Seed log. A summary of some seeds I've gathered this year in the location I found them at. Ash plume is from Wistman's wood. Wistman's wood. My dear friend Arabella, a friend of mine visited the Americas and brought back a pair of fabulous grey squirrels. They are the latest trend in garden decoration. All of my neighbors have sent for them as well. It was a great investment. The two squirrels have now started a big family, and my garden is full of the darling little critters. One thing I did notice is I haven't seen a red squirrel in my garden for some time now. How odd. You must visit soon and see the squirrels for yourself. Ever yours, Grace. Formal garden? Is there like an informal one? Oh, someone's just cooking out here. Hazel Patterson, kitchen notes. Thursday. Jimmy broke another mortar. That boy really needs to learn how to grind spices without breaking down my kitchen. Lady Arabella may not be best pleased with me asking for a new one. The last mortar took years to be sorted. She's so scatterbrained, always off on a fancy research trips. Wow, she just left it here for me to see. Come on. Flour, milk, potatoes, eggs, leeks, carrots. What is up with this? People just leaving keys around. Anyone could just walk in and open the doors to the different places in my own house. Oh, this is a humongous kitchen. Oh. Oh, look at those. Look so nice. The molds for cakes and puddings. Gifted by Nicholas Owen. Blessed is this kitchen by grace and holy light. May all those who enter find comfort and respite. Blessed is the hearth with laughter and with cheer. May the love shared here be held ever dear. To those who serve the Lord, who seek their sanctuary, remember the year of construction, for this friends is the key. That did not rhyme at all. Remember the year of construction. Okay. You just have puzzles around your house, huh? Hazel's priceless recipes for the home, farm, workshop, and every department of human endeavor. This game is very whimsical. Roasted chestnuts. This is a simple recipe, perfect to warm those cold winter nights. You can use any edible chestnuts. They are easily foraged. The main difficulty with chestnuts is that they have a tough shell, but luckily they're easy to crack open with the help of fire. Simply place the nuts in a pan above the fire and wait until you hear a pop. This means that your chestnuts are nicely roasted and ready to eat. Is that telling me to roast some chestnuts over an open fire? Oh, the whole thing with the mortar is to tell us that the mortar is broken. The history of Dartmoor. How the moor was once covered in majestic forests and woods. How easy settlers came to the area and cleared most of the trees for pasture using fire as the method of choice. It promises to be a fascinating story of how the moorland we know and love today came to existence. Dear Lady, we've received your letter applying to study botany at our College of Natural Sciences, along with your enclosed drawings. We do not at present and have ever admitted women to study at the college. Botany is a serious science conducted in laboratories and lecture halls. By all means, continue to pursue your hobby, tending to your garden and domestic space where it may be appreciated. Positions at the college are reserved for serious scholars whose studies will go on to be well utilized in a career in botanical experimentation. Therefore, with all politeness, we do not offer these valuable positions to amateurs that should otherwise be taken up by genuine academics. Signed, Professor John Aldringham. God. Oh, that's funny. She put it in the kindling box. We should burn it. We should burn it. Oh, that's cool. The environmental storytelling is great. Your ass or your back terrace? To someone special. Dearest Hazel. Oh, it's for the cook. Dearest Hazel, I picked you some roses from the garden to cheer you up. When you're done with your work in the kitchen, would you like to meet me for a cup of tea in the back garden? The pond is lovely this time of year. Warm regards, Mr. Bennett. Mr. Bennett. Duck. The ancient oaks stand tall in Wistman's wood, covered in moss they withstood the test of time, though none can tell the sorrows that befell those trees in Wistman wood. Alright! My god, we're still going out. Oh, logs. Wow, they have each type of log. Smokery. Oh. That's what they meant by smokery. It's where you cure the meats. That's kind of awesome. Smoked food. Smoke the food. Chapter 4. Home smoking and curing. Using the home smokery. The type of wood to use in your smokery is of great importance, though which one to pick depends entirely on your personal tastes and preferences. Burning wood from different types of tree produces different smoke aromas. This is due to different chemical compositions in each type of smoke and has a great impact on the flavor of your smoked food. So in summary, choose the wood logs with care. Did I miss anything? I feel like I did. Oh my god. Your house is humongous. They weren't lying when they said Botany Manor. Dartmoor, Wistman's Wood. It said that the other one is in Wistman's Wood. It's kind of weird that you can look at this, but not. Okay, let me see. What did it say about the lecture? Using fire as a method of choice. Oh, so are they saying that I keep pressing on. The ash plume might be like a fire related one. Not found in drawing. Excuse me? I missed something? Oh, I did. Your new lumen photographic flash lamp. Fill the container with powder, close the container, press the button, capture. Oh, wait, we got that. But that was the missing clue for this. Oh, so you do need to find all the clues even if you found out how the plant works. So from what I understand, Wistman's wood is a... Can you place it anywhere? Oh, we can place it there. Okay, I need to read the clues. I'm guessing this is a clue as well. So we need to find out what type of wood would be used Is that all the clues? So all these clues are... Oh. That's kind of cool. So you're never like super lost in this game. None can tell the source of problems. The ancient oaks. Oaks! Oaks! Oaks. Is that good enough for you, little plant? Should I have closed the door first? But it's that. Smoke aromas. Oh, do we need to cook the shells as well? Seeds on fire. Because they talked about how roasted chestnuts also have tough shells. I'm gonna hear... Oh. 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 I don't know how that works, but it worked. Yay! It's very pretty. Ooh. Lilium vivivicum. Vivificum. Oh my god. The ash bloom is a pyrophile. Evolved to survive harsh forest fires. Its seed cracks open with extreme heat and afterwards the oak smoke from its habitat indicates it's safe to bloom. We have a delivery at the gatehouse. Ah, a delivery. Oh, we should get the other plant. The music in this game is very cute. Look at that. This game is so cute. Orchard was delivered. Dear Lady Green, we are pleased to deliver a new key for your orchard gate. We hope you are enjoying the gate. Don't hesitate to visit us again should you need further metalwork or decoration for the manor. John Babbage. Gameplay wise, that's a pretty cool mechanic. That people just deliver stuff on the right timing. The orchard is back here, right? Yeah. This is the orchard. Right? Oh no. Oh no, the orchard is outside, I think. There. Peculiar petals. 2 new plants. Pixie Tears. Wolf Glove. Oh, this game might be very short then. I'm already at chapter 3. Unless there's more. Like there's more than 5. But if it's only 5, then maybe it's a short game then. It's very pretty. I'll give it that. Dear niece, I have gathered my selection of my cherished toys and books. Among them, my beloved Piggy. I highly recommend the nursery rhymes. They are charming as well as educational. Though I'll take no offense should you try to put your little one straight to sleep. With all my affections, Auntie Arabella. Aww. The wolf glove. High on the mountain top so steep grows a flower that's hard to keep. Its petals delicate and bright, whistling in the wind with all their might. The mountaineers who climb up high listen for the whistle as they try to find their way amidst the snow to reach the summit, cheeks aglow. With every step they hear it loud, the wolf gloves howl, clear and proud, guiding them through paths unknown to reach the summit and call it home. Ah! Oh. Oh. Oh, what is this? Orchard. What's 11? Cider garden. And then there's an old tower. Whoa. Apples. Cider making and apple blending. Sugar, tannins, and acid values given per single apple. A nubby russet. Oh, these are some cute designs. Wow, they just make their own cider. That's wild. Heritage orchard and preservation of endangered apple varieties. Red campion. Foxglove. Isn't that a wolf glove? Oh. Primrose. Tincture of iodine. Perfect for preparing microscope slides. Chloroplasts. In the world of plants, the sun is the ultimate source of energy. Chloroplasts, small organelles inside the cells of a plant, are responsible for capturing the light from the sun and converting it into sugar through photosynthesis. However, not all plants have chloroplasts. Some plants rely on organic matter for their energy and do not photosynthesize. They have lost their chloroplasts over time and have instead adapted to obtain energy by absorbing sugars through their roots. It is therefore recommended to add a certain amount of sugar to the soil when cultivating these particular plants. Pixie tears. They don't have chloroplasts. We're getting the clues. I don't know why I said it like that. A puzzle? A puzzle? No, it's just something to look at. There's probably a jigsaw puzzle about that. Lady Arabella, thank you for inviting me to Botany Manor last Monday. As a historian, I found it wonderful to see an authentic medieval manor, especially one as beautiful as yours. I apologize again for not being able to locate the priest hole. I don't like that. In your house, although I am convinced it exists and will find it one day. It won't be easy. They tend to be hidden well and sometimes require elaborate mechanisms to be opened. Kind regards, Professor Pennyworth. I don't like what it's called. An illustrated history of England about priest holes. Back in the Middle Ages, during the reign of Queen Elizabeth, all Catholics were persecuted by law. Therefore, some households built secret rooms in case they need to hide a priest that was visiting their family home. Many of these so-called priest holes were designed and built by Nicholas Owen. Only the owner of the house and Nicholas himself knew about the location. Because of this, it is thought that there may be many undiscovered priest holes throughout England to this day. You should really change the name. Pixie tears. This flower is closely associated with the orchards. I wonder why. Notes and soil additives. Sometimes I need extra nutrition to the soil. Found the following amounts to work best with my different pots. So the flower pot is 97. Oh wait, so I'm guessing we have to get sugar. We have to place sugar from the cider. Lady Arabella, I've received a request for repairs for the roof of your garden tower. Alas, I must confess that I am not the man to undertake this task. May have escaped your notice that the tower in your orchard is known to locals as the Turbulent Tower. It is believed that a poltergeist dwells within its walls. Legend says that the spirit is evil and brings ferocious winds upon anyone who dares enter the tower. I don't want to provoke the wrath of this ghost, and I advise you to refrain from meddling with the tower. Willie, the builder. Willie! Oh. Oh. Can we go inside? Oh. What the? That looks very ominous. Anemometer. Move up? Oh no, I don't like this. Oh, kind of feels... Oh. Interesting. It's gonna be a cool puzzle, I bet. Oh, this leads back to the other side. Tower wind research. Wind speed of 35 and something. Oh. I think 3D is supposed to be third, but they wrote it wrong. Is there more tests? Somehow my anemometer broke. I hope there isn't a poltergeist in the tower after all. Ta-da! Continue. Lady Arabella, as you can see, the staircase of the orangery collapsed in your absence. I've already reached into the builder in the hopes that we sort it out. Though, as you know, he can be difficult to pin down. I do apologize for this getting in the way of your research. I don't suppose you can find another way to the bottom level, as we can't go down through the orangery. Envelope with stamp from Natty Golding. Natty. Dearest Arabella, we've made it to the Alps. We are so sad that you couldn't join us at this time, but we understand you are busy creating a herbarium. Yesterday we were lost on a hike until we suddenly heard a strange whistling tune. We followed the sound and soon we discovered it was coming from a tiny flower. If only you had been there to tell us what kind of flower it was. Your loving friend always, Natty. What a name. Oh. Oh, there's the seed packet over there. Oh, that's a priest hole. I still don't like that name. Okay, maybe we could focus on this one first. Okay, let's do pixie tears first. Hello, Bella. How are you doing? Are you full from your dinner? I've been investigating plants. My research on the plants. Where the fuck do I place it? Oh, there. Okay, so we need to plant the pixie tears first. It's so tiny. Okay, so we need to imbue it with sugar. Sugar. Hopefully like 97% sugar. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Tannins and acids. Okay, so it's a math. Let me double check before I do math. Oh, we can look through here. There's a sheep! Meh. Meh. I don't know why I got so excited. Maybe because it's so quiet. I'm alone, all alone here. How are you, dearest Arabella? How are you getting on with your garden? Hope it's not going to be getting too much for you on your own these days. Our mutual friend mentioned you have been struggling to germinate the ash plume. Have you tried making sure there's a fresh compost in the pot? Subbin seeds often need that to grow. I'll visit you sometime, and perhaps I can find a way to crack that seed for you. I can show you the book I've been working on at the time. Yours sincerely, Charles Tucker, Esquire. Okay, I think now I have to map it out. Okay, it's probably the knobby russet, the cat's head, and the Merlin's mist. Let's see if that works. Cat's head, knobby russet, Merlin's mist. Yes, I really like the cereal bowl you made. I still think that's the best one. Cat's head. Merlin mist. Now to die! Hey! Oh, that's what it looks like. Oh, butterflies. Wow. The pixie tears Oxalis phasma. Pixie tears no longer contains chloroplasts, which are organelles responsible for photosynthesis. Instead, the pixie tears obtain sugar through their roots, which is commonly finds in the apples from orchards. It's supposed to be found. Someone did not correct their grammar. Oh, there's more butterflies now. It's coming alive. Okay, we need to go to the painting room now to get more information. So I'm gonna put this in the flower room. Let's put it here. Oh, we got a full map now. Oh, the manor constructed 1593. So that's the date that we need to put into order to open the priest hole. Still the one of the worst named things ever. My dearest Arabella, in gardens fair, you grace the scene and a flower rare. Your presence beams with radiant light, a lily's charm so pure and white. Your hands like petals soft and fine, in tender touch a love divine, and in your eyes a brilliance glows, as daisies fair in spring's repose. Oh, how I long to have you near, to cherish you, my heart sincere, like roses freshly cut you'd be, the trophy of my home with glee. Who wrote that? As a back terrace for his hole? Where else would it be? Meadow Orchids Research Team 1862. Professor John Montague, Anne Montague, Robert Brown, and Arabella Green. Aww. Dear Miss Green, your research proposal on the structure of coastal plants was of quaint interest. We have loved plans to fund a small project like this, but perhaps if you are set on the botanical fieldwork, you might assist Professor Montague in his work on British meadow orchids. I'm sure your natural aptitude for domestic duties would be much appreciated. Might I also recommend John Lindley's book, Ladies' Botany, or A Familiar Introduction to the Study of the Natural System of Botany. It is an elementary book for unscientific readers. The one I have heard, is a suitable amusement for ladies such as yourself, being about a mother who wishes to teach her children about plants. Respectfully, J.W. Surtees. K. That sounded so patronizing. Symbology, the study of Wombo. Oh. Agnus Dei, Catholicism. I think that's supposed to be the sign that if you still haven't gotten the point with the priest hole. I was wondering if I could join Mr. Bennett into town later this afternoon to place an order for a new kitchen scale. The one we have is rather ancient, and I'm afraid it's not suitable for measuring flour to make my delicious scones. If you could let me know after your decision the afternoon, it'd be lovely. In your service, Miss Patterson. It's basic. The game is like, if you still don't get it, the scales in the kitchen is important. I mean, I've told you like 700 times it must be important. Oh, the priest hole's open. Also, it leads to the orangery? Oh no, it leads to... Duck. My lord Green... Green? Thou hast ventured mightily in granting my refuge within these walls, and for such favour I remain eternally indebted to thee. The cunning of Little John in his establishment of this sanctuary doth inspire awe. A saint he is to our brethren and sisters who have sought refuge from the harsh rule of Queen Elizabeth and King James. Pray, extend my gratitude unto thy cook for the sustenance provided, a welcome respite from Brother Michael's oft-repeated fare of leeks and potatoes. With the most earnest of thanks, I entreat that this missive shall not mark our final communion, and that our faith may endure unbroken. Yours with devotion, R. Blount. Blonde? That's a name. So it does go to the orangery. No worries, Bella. Enjoy Lurk. I'll be reading a lot anyways. This game is very pretty. Lady Mountaineers Club. They're going climbing in skirts. Yes, Luke's and potatoes. I'm one of them. All correspondence to the above address. The Society for Botanical Science meets every second and fourth Wednesday from 6 o'clock at the Assembly Rooms in Stroud. A prospective applicant must be supported by 3 existing gentlemen of the Society, along with evidence or research showing his dedication to the advancement of the science of botany. Widows of existing fellows receive honorary membership to attend annual social events. This month's lecture is on the importance of laboratory investigation. Huh. Oh. If only the orangery went broken. "30th of July, 1862. Today marks the beginning of an intriguing adventure as I joined Professor John Montague, his wife Anne Montague, and fellow botanist Robert Brown on our field trip to study British meadow orchids. Everyone's enthusiasm for the subject is infectious. 3D. Why is it always 3D instead of 3rd of August, 1862? Today, Professor Montague gathered all of us to examine a sudden marsh orchid. Though upon arrival, I noticed it had much more hooded appearance and could be a new species entirely. When I pointed this out, Professor Montague laughed and explained that he was simply testing us. Okay. Rude. Wait. How do I get out? Oh, repair. Oh my. She just repaired the stairs herself. We love that for you. Who knew this was a Metroidvania? This clue thing is kind of too easy almost. Because they don't put the other clues as a red herring. I would have loved if they just put some of the clues to be a red herring so that... So that there's at least a sort of, like, no... Like, you still have to deduce things. Even if it is easy. It said the missing clue is in the orangery. But I'm already here. Hello? Ah, that's the clue. Weisshorn, Switzerland. Because that's where the dude Natty was climbing. Because that's why the envelope was important. I get it now. Ben Nevis. Grindelwald. So, based on that, that would mean the wind speed of Mount Weisshorn is 40. So we need a 40 1/4, which is that. Okay. Oh, I need the plant first. So it's supposed to howl like a wolf due to the fact that the wind is so fast. Should work. Yay! does sound like whistling. Campanula melodia. The wolf glove grows in Mount Weisshorn, where the weather is just right. When the wind hits its tubular petals, a howling sound can be heard. Mountaineers are familiar with this flower and use it to navigate on foggy days. Another gatehouse delivery. I just want to climb up to the top just to see if there's a difference. Nope. Oops. The music in this game is so nice. Dear sister, I'm so glad to hear you have returned safely from your travels. While you were away, I changed the code for the library door lock each time I visited, as I know some of grandmother's valuable items are kept in the secret vault. The new code for the door is the three initials of my name, to make it easy for you to remember. I hope we can meet soon. I look forward to hearing all about your adventures. Your loving sister, Elizabeth. So she just sent it as a letter? She's lucky that I read it. Can you imagine if someone else read that letter? They'd have access to my library. So, Elizabeth Ann Green. But then she's married to Arthur Hopgood, so that would make her Elizabeth Ann Hopgood. Thank you. Dear Lady Green, thank you kindly for the flower books you sent from my daughters. To this day, they still show an interest in learning more about plants and painting. I'm keen that my daughters have access to a good education, so I hope you don't mind me putting it upon you that you might be able to teach them somehow. Your dedication and knowledge seems so rare and inaccessible elsewhere for young girls like mine. I hope you will consider my proposal. Sincerest regards, Olive Campbell. Modern methods of teaching. Oh, wow. The study's locked. Okay. So we're in chapter 4 now. This game is quite short then. Ooh, library. Oh, it's not a church, it's a library. Oh, well, it used to be a church, but she turned this part into a library. That's so beautiful. Gorgeous. Just like you are. Wonders of the night sky. Hmm. The Fox and the Crow. One evening, a fox was in search of something to eat for dinner. He saw the crow sitting on a tree branch, holding a big piece of tasty cheese in her beak. So the fox came up with a plan. He walked up to the crow and complimented her shiny black feathers. The crow was suspicious of the fox and kept her beak tightly closed on the cheese. The fox kept on charming the crow, describing her as the most majestic of all birds, with a big strong beak. Oh, what a song that beak must make! It must be the song of a queen. Please, beautiful crow, let me hear it. Flattered by the praise, the crow forgot all about her suspicion, and also her dinner. So she opened her beak wide to utter her loudest caw, and down fell the cheese straight into the fox's open mouth. This is an Aesop, yeah. This is an Aesop fable. Is that supposed to be? Wow. The Hare and the Tortoise. At midday, a hare and a tortoise took a walk together. The hare moved quickly and noticed the tortoise. I can't. I feel like I'm reading tortoise wrong. Tortoise struggling to keep up. The hare laughed and challenged the tortoise to a race. The tortoise accepted. A course was decided, and the race began. The hare immediately leapt out of sight, and then laid down to take a nap, sure that the tortoise would never catch up. The tortoise plodded slowly on, making his way towards the finish line. When the hare awoke from his nap, he opened his eyes just in time to see the tortoise crawling slowly across the finish line. The proud hare had been so sure that he would win, and underestimated the tortoise. The tortoise crossed the finish line. As the tortoise crossed the finish line, he exclaimed, "Slow and steady wins the race." The rising sun. New Year's ball to be given at Somerset Hall. Cousin, wash your hands and accompany me. You won't find a husband at the bottom of the garden. Tea. The golden fish. One bright morning, a poor fisherman caught a shining golden fish. The fish cried, "Please let me live. I am not a fish, but a prince enchanted by a wicked spell." So the fisherman let the fish go free. When the fisherman's wife learned of this, she demanded the fish grant a wish in return for its freedom, a cottage instead of a hovel where they lived. So the fisherman returned to the shore, and the fish granted their wish. But the wife was greedy and demanded riches, a palace, and servants. All the while the ocean became darker and the shore was black with dirt. Finally, the wife wished to be so powerful that she could grant wishes for herself. In return for this greedy request, the fish revoked all of the wishes it had granted. After that, the ocean became blue again, the shore clean, and the fisherman never saw the golden fish ever again. So now what? So there's an order. How will I know? How will I know? Is it candles? That's 2 candles. 1 candle? No. Oh, at midday, the rising sun. Oh, this is a very smart puzzle. On one bright morning, one evening, wonders of the night sky. Okay, so it's rising sun, morning. Oh, fuck. I did it wrong. Rising sun, morning, midday, evening, night. Hey! Okay, that was the coolest puzzle so far. Oh, this is Grandma's room. Sunset, 25th of June. Blue, purple, orange, red. Huh. The London Record. Lindley appointed chair of the botany at University College London. After an esteemed early career as an assistant secretary to the Horticultural Society and admission as one of the youngest ever fellows in the Linnaean Society, John Lindley plans to elevate the science of botany. He spoke this in his inaugural lecture. It has been very much the fashion of late years in this country to undervalue the importance of this science and to consider it an amusement for ladies rather than an occupation for the serious of thoughts of man. Lindley also challenged the Linnaean classification system and proposes many changes. Nightfall. Lilium hesperidis. I vaguely recall my grandmother studying the nightfall when I was young. Study. Nightfall progress. Mary Green. I have been trying to encourage the nightfall to bloom for a little while now. I am determined to prove it's far more than just a myth. So far, I have deduced that the flower opens at sunset, and only during a particular time of year. When exactly that occurs still remains mystery to me. I shall plant a few more seedlings tomorrow and continue my research. Task for this month. Monitor nightfall seedlings, rose planting list. Collect field samples, seed collection. Family's research. Okay, so we need the sunset of a specific. Okay. But we'll do that later. We need to open the study. Tree diseases. Red tree pox. If a tree is infected with red tree pox, many small red spots are visible on the bark. It can usually be cured by adding fertilizer to the soil of the tree. Hypoxylon. Hypoxylon causes black patches to form on the bark of the tree. It is usually a sign that the tree is lacking in hydration and won't stay alive for much longer. A root parasite. I think that's what's happening. The root parasite is a fungus that forms purple rings around the bark and roots. The parasite leaches the nutrients that the tree retrieves from the soil. It eventually causes the tree to dry out and lose all its leaves. There is currently no cure. Bark rust is the disease that isn't very harmful to the tree. It usually causes excess hydration and too much sunlight. Sapphire gloom. Judging by the name, I don't believe this to be an edible mushroom. Pisatharella coerulea. Arabella. I have some more books from the department that may be of interest for your research. One I recall was a favorite of your father's. If you have any trouble when you visit the college, tell the secretary you are collecting materials for your uncle. So long as they are returned before the summer ends, the other professors won't notice. Best of luck with your research, Uncle Theodore. Mushroom food resources. Just like plants, fungi need food sources to grow strong and healthy. However, some fungi haven't had always access to nutrients to soil and have evolved to retrieve it in different ways. This means they have become carnivorous because they only acquire the nutrients they need by consuming other living organisms, such as flies, bugs, and plants. Some mushrooms even get their nutrients from feeding on another type of fungus or parasite. Mushrooms growing on a tree is usually a sign that they are consuming the tree, so you should remove them immediately. Not always the case. My dear friend, I have been pondering these last weeks what could be the best way to see your remarkable flora reach the wider world, since it is so seldom we are able to see our work published. Considering your uncle's reputation in the scientific field, have you considered asking him to publish your herbarium under this name? It may not give you the recognition you deserve personally, but it will be a way to reach your goal of adding to the scientific record on botany. Do consider it. I would hate for such important research to stay hidden away. With the warmest regards, Anne. Oh, that's so sad when you put it that way. Meadow Orchids of Britain, Professor J. Montague. Oh, so that implies that Anne's research on orchids was written under the name of her husband. Because they couldn't publish a woman. Of course they didn't. Of course they couldn't. Oh, wow. Well, that's kind of crazy. The sapphire gloom is a widely misunderstood mushroom. It grows commonly on trees, and as opposed to popular belief, the mushroom consumes its parasites rather than the tree itself. Cute! Trap Fairy. Attic. Dearest Arabella, I was taking a walk along in a river in Somerset recently. I noticed a sight that I just had to write to you about. In the water, I saw the brook chalice blooming. I've never seen or heard of it flowering before. None of my books even mention it. It was so beautiful. Do you have any idea what would have caused this? Ever your friend, Edith. Brook's chalice. Ah, this angle though kind of looks like a horror game, so I'm not gonna sit there for a while. Cradle fern. This one. That looks like this one. A bell tower. Rivers of Somerset. Dearest Arabella, I am writing to share with you an exciting discovery I have made in my botanical studies. It turns out that some plants are particularly sensitive to sound and seem to thrive when exposed to music or melodies from their natural environment. I hope to share more of my findings with you in the near future and would be delighted if you could join me in my research. Your sincere friend, Marianne. River swimming this season. Dear members, we want to make sure that you can all enjoy swimming this summer, so we have cleared the most popular rivers in Somerset of all aquatic weeds. The River Cam, the River Chew, and the River Somer have all been cleared of weeds thanks to the services of Clark's Aquatic Weed Removal Co. Thank you for your continued support. Thanks to your monthly donations, and rivers of the Somerset are clean and weed free. It has been brought to our attention that the factory of Barton Ironworks have been illegally dumping scrap metal in the rivers across Somerset. These rivers are now polluted with rust, making them unsafe for swimming. River Cam, River Somer, River Chew, River From was also affected by the waste, though oddly the river is completely clear of rust pollution. We're still researching what led to that effect. Dear Lady Arabella, I wanted to thank you once again for your invaluable contributions during our recent meadow orchid research expedition. Your keen observations and deep knowledge of orchids was so helpful. Your dedication to the field is an inspiration to us all. I look forward to future collaborations and the continued exploration of the botanical wonders that surround us. I'll put in a good word for you with the Botanical Society. Most sincerely, Professor Montague. Bird calls. I feel like that's gonna be like the cradle fern. Oh, is this my bedroom? Aquatic weed removal. Do you have a pond? Do you want to swim in it? Is it covered in slimy weeds? Also, brook chalice is a weed. Petition to be presented to the Honourable House of Commons. In the recent years, hunts have been taking place near the Somerset rivers. Tragically, this has led to the decline in any extinction of some bird species. No longer can we hear their beautiful chime-like calls. We call upon the government to regulate hunting near the rivers of Somerset. We ask that they respect the breeding times of wildlife. If you agree, please sign below. Okay. Cradle fern. The Tramp Fairy, a folktale. Once upon a time, there was a little fairy who loved gazing at her own reflection in the water. She lost track of time and the day turned into night. Nyx, the goddess of night, noticed the little fairy. The moon was shining bright, but the fairy only had eyes for herself. Nyx took offense and decided to punish the little fairy. Nyx placed the fairy into a nightfall and cast a spell on her. She fell in love with the moon and gazed upon the sky all night. As dawn approached and the sun arose, the spell broke. Though just as the fairy awoke from her enchantment, the flower bud closed and trapped the fairy for eternity. Oh. That's sad. My dear Nova. Oh. Dearest friend, it seems our interest in visiting the private plant collection of Lord Spencer has gone unacknowledged. While disappointing, I am not sure it is worth pursuing scientific study in such places. On my recent visit to Brinsby, the young man showing us around had barely a basic knowledge of plants, and due to there being a large group of gentlemen in the party, all useful time and erudition was devoted to them and none given to Constance and I. Let us plan another trip of our own, and perhaps we can see these specimens in their home habitats where they belong. Ever your faithful friend, Eliza. Eliza. Tincture of red clover. Essence of arnica flower. Oh. A hot bath in a turn of a tap. The number 30 bath geyser provides a rapid flow of hot water. Simply turn the tap and instantly hot water will appear. Can be used multiple times in a row without any extra cost. Wilson Plumbers. Dear Arabella, here is your quote to repair the geyser in your bathroom. The cost might seem high, but trust us, it's a complex job best left to the professionals. Have a nice day. I'll fix it myself. The flower-growing companion. Gardening curiosities. Trap moths. Sometimes a moth can become trapped inside the flower blood if it closes in the morning. The moth is then forced to use the flower bud as a resting place until it opens again later. Some flowers only bloom for short periods during the year, so if the moth is unlucky, the flower bud won't open again until many months later. Yo, that's kind of sad. Moth spotting calendar. I'm thinking the moth goes with the nightfall. Rusty pig. The sight of plants. Some scientists have theorized that plants have photoreceptors in their leaves and stems, which allows them to see the color of light. This means that flowers can tell the time of day and know when to open or close their buds. The exact time that flowers bloom is different for each flower, but most do appear to respond to light and the color of light in some way. Horticulturists and botanists have made use of this knowledge to trick different flowers into blooming at any time they like. Okay, so the moth thing. Oh, it probably shows us a moth. Okay, so that's what the tramp fairy looks like. The garden tiger moth. Then we look at the garden tiger moth. Can't see it. Garden tiger, September. Is it just September? It is. So September. Do you remember? April, August, September, June, July, May, September. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Blue, yellow, orange, red. Yay! It worked! Ooh. Seeing the nightfall bloom is a rare event. The flower only blooms with September sunsets. Night pollinators active in September, such as the garden tiger, often get trapped once the bud closes for the rest of the year. My dear niece, I fear the window may be closing for you to find a suitable husband. I've arranged a dinner for you to meet my neighbor's son, Edward. He is successful business in London. Your cousins William and Thomas may well aspire to become accomplished scientists. But for you, Arabella, it is better to make yourself useful in the small duties of life, for which you will be loved and appreciated. Your studious nature will no doubt be valuable should you have a son, but it would be foolish to allow such folly to come before the important things in life. I am confident this is what your parents would have wanted. Dinner will be at 5 o'clock on Sunday. Remember to wear a becoming dress. Yours very sincerely, Aunt Agnes. I like the subtle storytelling on Arabella's life and career. It kind of adds to it. Ooh, pretty. Brook Chalice. Here we go. A Botanist Digest. This month, in conversation with Professor Montague, leading expert in British meadow orchids. In his words, every plant, every leaf, every meadow holds secrets waiting to be unlocked. My aim is to simply uncover some of those mysteries. Professor John Montague, renowned botanist, sheds light on his groundbreaking work in the world of meadow orchids and other botanical wonders. With decades of research and numerous publications to his name, Professor Montague's contributions to the field have been nothing short of revolutionary, including discoveries of new species such as Dactyhorza Montague or hood marsh orchid. I wonder if we're ever going to get that orchid then. Or will it not be involved? Oh, bird eggs. Hmm. Okay, I might do the cradle fern first. Fern painting, petition, bird eggs, bird calls, and letter about movies. Bird calls, letter about melodies. Petition. Fern painting. Oh, okay. So the fern painting will tell me what bird. Ah. So it's that bird. Which is... a crested owl. I think it's that. Looks like rain droplets. Crested owl. And then we go up. And letters about melodies. Where's the letters about this one, right? Yes. And then we just find the right bird call for a crested owl. ECDEGF. I forgot the plant though. That's cute. So because of the painting with the seed, with the eggs, you're made to think, oh, that bird plants, that bird puts their seed in the, puts their egg in the plant a lot. ECDEGF, ECDEGF. Wow! Oh, this is gorgeous. It's a huge plant. It's such a quaint little game. Government notice. Which about these bad guys I never trust. And choose. And choose some. Oh, rust. Fun. $25C. So it's like saying that it's because it's kind of hot. That's why There's more weeds, which leads to this plant thriving. That kind of I like that. I like the logic in that. You're not really looking for a plant that thrives in the clean waters, because it thrived in a specific side that removed the... Well, it does clean the water. That's the thing. So I was wrong. Oh! Wasn't there a rusty pig? I think that's the thing. You were talking about how the rust... It thrived in the rust. Oh, that makes sense now. Oh, I was right. The rusty water was a clue. Wow, it made a lot. Better clean that bathtub afterwards. The brook chalice prefers to grow in rivers at the temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. Plant naturally filters the water from rust and metal. Unfortunately, they get removed often, as most people prefer their ponds to be weed-free. This is so whimsical. Lady Arabella, I apologize wholeheartedly for accidentally taking the key to the formal garden home with me. It was in my pocket and I had simply forgotten it was there. Didn't want to disturb your search, so I've left the key in the basket here for you. Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy! Oh, this is not the formal garden. Which one's the formal garden? Oh, it's on the other side. It's at the back of the house. Climbing up. Wow. Ooh, this looks so good. Oh. Ooh. So we came from the rose garden. This is the side terrace. Point. Formal garden. Folly. Oh, we have a folly. Garden paths. Bird garden. Boathouse. Grotto. Pond garden. Gardening workspace. Well, this game is so nice. Newspaper article. It was a message. A gentleman farmer has reported sightings of a mysterious blinking lights coming from caves near his home in Cheddar. In his own words, I was walking my dog and lost track of time a little. It soon became dark and I decided to make the walk back home. On the way to my house in a tiny cave, and as I walked by, I noticed a blinking light pattern cast from the cave entrance. I was sure it was one of those Morse code messages. When I approached the cave, the light source vanished, and nobody was there. I'm convinced that what I saw was the Morse code abbreviation for attention. I'll never forget that one abbreviation as it was the first message I learned in Morse code. Local authorities have assured our journalists that there have been no recent military activity or exercises in the area, so the mystery remains unsolved. I love how gigantic the manor is. Fool's Emerald. Bryonia lucerna. A friend gifted me the seeds, so I don't know too much about them yet. Solanum rubecarula. Flowering bush used to grow in the gardens, but it completely disappeared when I was off on my travels. Ocelette. Dicentra transcendium. A friend of mine found some seeds and was kind enough to let me use them for my herbarium. The marvel of bioluminescence. In the darker corners of our world, there are plants and organisms that are able to produce their own light. These plants, fungi, and insects are most often found in areas of low light, such as dark forests, deep oceans, and gloomy caves. Recent discoveries show that the chemicals such as luciferin are responsible for this glowing effect. It is not known what this glowing effect is used for, but it could be for communication with others of same species, or to attract pollinators or food. Some scientists believe that there are many bioluminescent species waiting to be discovered. Chemical compounds in wildflowers. Luciferin. I love that they made it so that in every chair you see, you can just sit down. It's kind of cute. Greeting card. Dearest Arabella, I was delighted after our recent mentoring session. You do excellent work as a fellow scholar of the natural world. I recall the spring dance shrub that once grew in your garden before you departed on your travels. How wonderful it would be to see it growing again. I've been compiling plant specimens that require pollination to mature into their adult stage. I wonder if the spring dance shrub is one of these plants. Ever your affectionate friend, Lavinia. What is the other side? You know, you could just move this table. We would have been here earlier. What is that? What is this room? Is it the drawing room? I think it's the drawing room. So there's only 12 plants then. Nothing more. I accidentally sat down. My sweet Hazel, are you keeping well today? Jimmy's only gone and broken the lawnmower again. If it weren't for my war injury, I wouldn't be letting him loose with the mower. He said he ran over some hard object down on the long grass near the pond. I had a brief look and couldn't see anything. Sometimes I wonder about that boy's sensibilities. Save me some of your lovely scones. Yours always, Mr. Bennett. Military engineering. Ah. Okay. So I need to look for a guide for Morse code. Some. Growing flower companion. Tips for growing hydrangeas. Hydrangeas are beautiful flowers that contain anthocyanin, which is a pigment that can change color depending on the pH level of its environment. The colors can vary between red, purple, and blue. New materials for garden pots. Terracotta, granite to suit all gardens. Oh, there's more. Sandstone, marble, and obsidian. Oh, so one of these we have to use for the other type. Hello, birdies. Oh, inspect bird feeder. I can just take it. Oh, I can move the bird feeder. Interesting. Soil pH research. Granite terracotta. Spring dance shrub. Arothenes research. Oh, the spring dance shrub is the one. Dear Miss Green, I've recently heard of your involvement in the mentoring of aspiring botanists. Botany is a field that demands a thorough understanding of its complexities, and while I admire your dedication, the saying "the blind leading the blind" does come to mind. I'll just aside, I do hope your endeavors in mentoring will yield some semblance of progress. Sincerely, Professor Thornton. Okay, they're kind of laying it on almost too thick. It was good when it was like a few, but I feel like even though it might be true that that is the norm, they're kind of laying it on almost too thick. Like, I get it once in a while, but like almost every time. But also, I guess that's the truth, you know, if you really think about it. It's always every time anyways. Dear Mr. Bennett, thank you so much for the lovely bunch of rhubarb from your nephew's garden. He needn't have sent anything in return for the herbal poultice to give him for his little one, and I'm grateful all the same. I know he hasn't the money to fetch a doctor. Since he said he cannot read a note, please send him my thanks when you see him. Faithfully yours, Hazel. Huh. I love how colorful everything is. I bet they took a while to make sure that this game looks gorgeous as this. Let's see. Bird feeder. Bird garden. I guess what I mean as well is laying on too thick is like it almost seems too one note. I wish there was a little more nuance rather than always just the same thing. Mr. Bennett, the telegraph you ordered arrived when you were at the farmer's market. They delivered it by boat. I left it at the boathouse since I didn't know where you'd like to keep it. There appears to be a Morse code manual inside the case as well. Convenient. Oh, this folly looks great. Springland shrub. Let's sit here. Oh, this looks so nice. Wow. What a great folly placement. Wait, how do we get down there? Oh, there. Near the pond. A pond. Oh, look at all the sheep. Well, they did say that we have a farmer for a neighbor, right? So that makes sense. Phenomena of spiritualism. My dearest cousin, whilst I hold a deep fascination for the pursuit of knowledge and science, I must admit that the subject of spiritualism is not one that particularly captivates me. Therefore, I must return this book to you. However, I appreciate your efforts in sharing your interest with me. With affection, Arabella. The Will-O-Wisp. Glowing spirit, marshes, forests, and caves. The Will-O-Wisp is an eerie apparition that has been long subject of both fear and fascination. It makes its appearance to lost travelers in dark, isolated places and beckons them to follow with its beguiling, blinking light. Many a wanderer has followed the wisp's alerting light across marshes or into caves never to be seen again. Take heed, for those who venture into dark places. Resist the temptation of the Will-O-Wisp's shimmering radiance. Turn back before it's too late. Ah! Oh, it's not part of the clues. I mean, that makes sense, but it made me think it was. Huh. Handle, you say? Hmm. That looks nice. So this implies that she also paints, then. Arabella. I think I'm supposed to place this somewhere. But where? Another duck. Oh, this leads back. Ah. I do like whoever designed the layout of how you traverse the areas and how it opens up. It's really nice. Playing a board game, I see. I don't want to read any of these yet. So that's... Oh. Oh. Just goes back up. Where does this go? Oh, I could bring it. Oh, I think I know where to bring it. Oh no, I have to walk back and forth, don't I? Because it's implying that I need to do it in a dark area. So I might have to do it in the grotto. I mean, I could just make an extra one, but I kind of don't want to. I don't want to waste any plants. So I'll just walk back and forth 2 more times. Oh god. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh my god. It's growing still. Fool's Emerald is a vine that contains luciferin, which allows it to create light. They grow in caves where they use light to communicate with each other, very much like Morse code. How weeds spread. Weeds can take over an area quite rapidly. Some weeds have adapted in order to spread their seeds as far away as possible. A plant itself does not have much control over this, but trusts nature to lend a helping hand. Wood avens and goosegrass have seeds with a hook designed to attach to the fur of passing animals. They are then carried and dropped up to several miles away. Dandelions have seeds with an attached feathery puff that allows them to simply be carried by the wind to a faraway location. Others, plants such as lords and ladies, wrap their seeds in an attractive berry, which birds consume and then later deposit as waste a great distance away. A final, more mysterious example is the seed of the ocelot. It is known to be picked up by critters who then take it back to their nest. As soon as the animal goes to sleep, the seed sprouts into bloom. It is not quite understood how the plant is able to detect when the creature is asleep. Foraging critters. Shuffle the food cards and place the stack face down in the center of the game board. Place the food tokens around the food cards on the board. Place the animals on the start tab. Players choose their animal by rolling the dice. The highest roller goes first. Take turns to roll the dice and move your animal along the woodland path. Highest roller goes first. If you land on the food tab, pick up a food card. If the animal matches the card, you can. If your animal matches the card, you can collect the tokens specified on the food card. If you land on the gray squirrel tile, it steals all of your food tokens and must return to the board. Players with the most food tokens in their nest at the end of the game is a winner. Woodland cards, rabbit, mood mouse, red squirrel. Field cards, red squirrel. Hmm. Animal husbandry and rehabilitation. Oh, it's the heartbeat of the red squirrel? Is that what you're saying? Oh, Ocelot Seed. Field card. So it is a red squirrel. Red squirrel. 120 BPM. So we need something that's 120 BPM. Okay, this one's a cute one compared to the others. Like, the puzzle's kind of straightforward. Does it say that? What did I say? 120. $120. Yo. The ocelot seed is picked up by small animals such as the red squirrel, who then store it inside their nest. Once the animal falls asleep, the ocelot depends up on the heartbeat vibrations to break open and bloom. Oh, it's still oscillating. That's kind of freaky. Okay, so the one with birds and the pH is all related to the Sundance whatever thing. Now my brain is like trying to process. This is the only thing I will complain is the fact that you have to go around to look at the different things. Or I guess you can just make notes, but it'd be better if there was a way to just keep the notes. But it's still fine. At least they're not too far away, like the notes that you have to do, but hmm. Which attracts which? Okay, what kind of bird do I have? Okay, so that's why the color is important then. So what kind of bird is it in my garden? Are you a robin? I think it's a robin. Yes, it's a robin. Red flowers. Mhm. I'm supposed to bring the robin there as well. Just stay there. Okay, red. I want it to be red, which is 12 to 14. 12 to 14. This one. Sandstone and seaweed. So the hydrangeas. Can I grab that? Do I have to put soil first? I think the next puzzle will be moving the bird here. I don't know how, but I think that's it. I thought I could put more. This is cute. It's not really a puzzle, but it's kind of fun to do. Trying to move the bird from bird feeder to bird feeder. I like that the music picked up. Imagine doing all this and I did the wrong thing, the wrong color. This must be so tiring for Arabella. Walking back and forth like this. Oh my god. Wow. That's a lot. There's more birds. Spring dance shrub contains anthocyanins, causing it to change color depending on the pH level of its environment. Robins love red flowers, being attracted to the red variant of the shrub. Oh. So now all the robins are here. Is this it? Have I finished my research? Look at all my flowers. Ta-da. Oh. We get to post the book. Oh. Wow, this is kind of heartwarming. Oh, that was nice. I was like, I hope there's no like extra thing. I hope that's it. Because that was really nice. I like that. That was good. I feel like it's not too hard of a puzzle game. But I think one of the good ones is definitely the puzzle in the library. That one was really cool. And that one might be the hardest one to like if you don't see the things clearly. But I think I like the best the Brooks, the weed one, where you had to put the rusty pig and have the right temperature. I think that one was the best, like, puzzle for the flowers. That one was, like, really cool with how information was supposed to be deduced. No, I think some of the last two ones were also really nice. Oh, there. Oh, there's more. 1 year later. Oh, we actually get to go around. Green School of Botany. She has her own school, presented to Lady Arabella Green by the Women's Education Union on the occasion of her opening of Green School of Botany, 12th April 1891. Oh, it's in her house as well. It's in her library. The herbarium. Oh, okay, I like this. Oh, this is very sweet. Eliza, Jessica, Catherine, Ada, Mary, and Thomasina. Oh. An apple. My dear Flora, I am terribly sorry your herbarium didn't get picked up for publishing. Though I am most excited over your new plans to turn Botany Manor into a botanical academy. I look forward to visiting the school and meeting the talented students you have taken under your wing. Let's hope they carry on our fight. Lots of love, Elizabeth. P.S. Arabella, I hope you don't mind me still calling you by your childhood pet name. Forgotten? Oh, that's why it's called Forgotten Flora. Because her nickname is Flora. So it's her being forgotten. And her book was never released. Oh, that's both sad, but also this ending feels so apropos. Aww. That was really nice. She never published her book, but she still got to teach, which is what she wanted. Oh, that was really nice. I think that ending made up for how simple all the storylines were. Like, the storylines were just simple, but then that ending kind of made up. Not really the simplicity, but more like it made up for the sparseness of the story. Like what I was saying, that everything felt a little laid on thick, but that ending's really good. I think that ending's really nice. Like, she still didn't get it, but she still paved her own way to what she would deem as a success. Oh, that's so nice. I like that. But yeah, the puzzles were really nice. It's very simple. The puzzles weren't that like too hard. Maybe because I played a lot of games like this already, so that kind of maybe factors in. But I bet if someone who is like new to puzzles played this, they would really love this. They would like really like set their mind to solve everything and make sure to not use any clues or like use the clues that we have. I do like the how some puzzles are not super duper straightforward where you had to do stuff, like especially the one like especially in the last two chapters. Most of the plants there you kind of had to deduce and pay attention on specific things, that why this is a clue, why this isn't a clue, that kind of thing. And that's my brain just works that way anyway, so it was very quick for me. But I can see how it can get very tricky. Yeah, this game is really good, really nice.